Hey everyone, Nikhil here from Team Finarkein. For the account aggregator hackathon, we have built Flux, an innovation platform for query execution. So, let's dive into Flux. Flux is a data processing and enrichment platform that sits between FIUs and account aggregators. Flux fibers are connectors which connect to multiple data sources such as account aggregators, databases, files, OCAN, and more. Flux brings analytics near the data and allows anyone to build their own rails. FIUs can build out their use cases as logical pipelines, which can be submitted as jobs to Flux. We have designed Flux with transparency and privacy in mind, and are cognizant of the nuances in dealing with such sensitive data. So let's quickly see a demo of building a categorization pipeline in Flux before we details. So you can create a new pipeline, select a source. Let's select account aggregators. Uh, we want to work with bank transaction data, so we have selected deposit and transactions. Next, you select a custom block, you link it, and you select the categorization function. Now you specify the column you want to categorize on and the categorization logic itself. For this demo, we are using a simple regex CSV, but it can easily be something like a DL based text classifier. You can use what we give out of the box, or you can plug in your own logic. It's entirely up to you. So let's save this, and you can use the preview feature to view your logic, or if it's a file you can view that, or you can look at the frame at any instance if you're in the sandbox mode. Now you select the clause. Now that you have added a categorization column on the frame on your account aggregator data. Let's select, in our case we want to group by categories, so let's try to find out the total spend in each category as well. So we group by category, we add amount, and we want the total spend on each category, so we add an aggregation of sum on the column amount. Lastly, we specify the columns we want in the output of the Flux frame through the collect block. So in the collect block, it's as simple as selecting the columns you want, and yeah, that's pretty. It's as easy as selecting your columns, and your pipeline is pretty much ready for production. So let's how would it look in the how would this pipeline actually look in production? So this pipeline is essentially serialized and stored in an encrypted manner with Flux. When you wish to trigger this pipeline, you pass us the pipeline identifier, the VUI IDs, and the consent IDs you want to run this pipeline on, and you subscribe to our collect webhook with your credentials to collect the responses. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. So here is a code snippet of how that categorization pipeline actually looks like inside Flux. Currently, the way things work in the account aggregator ecosystem, FIUs are expected to bring all data to their code, and we hope that data is used for intended purposes. It's entirely up to FIUs to honor the purpose code. With Flux and a query layer, data code now moves to the data, and FIUs can only see the required data, as it's clear from this example. Next, because of the way we have engineered Flux, it can just as easily be used to solve the virtual data room concept. With Flux, you can run your pipelines in a secure, contained environment and bring data from diverse sources supported through our fibers. So this is how that flow would typically look like. Right, so let's move on. So, you guys may be wondering, why did we build Flux in the first place? Well, we were building a PFM application to begin with for more than a year. And during this journey, we had a love-hate relationship with the account aggregator ecosystem. We love the concept and the vision it aims for, but in the current scenario, it falls short a fair bit. It has not been an easy journey. We have learned plenty of lessons, and we decided that there should be an easier way. We at Finarkein plan to address all these issues through Flux and our partners. This slide covers the use cases possible to deliver on Flux platform, but I guess everyone is pretty aware of these use cases at this point. So yeah, moving on to the next slide. And that's pretty much it. We want FIUs to hit the ground running with Flux and Finarkein. Reach us at hello@finarkein.com to connect.